Do you want to send Eddie and do that?
Sorry, I was coughing. I didn't catch any of that.
Can you send your pet to follow the guy?
Yeah, I can do that. I shall send Eddie off to watch him.
We should follow from a safe distance. I don't like any of this.
Well, he's obviously not controlling himself. Was there
Well,
like was there a physical line he crossed when he?
It looked like as soon as they touched the ground, the wood's gone. He started. Something started to control him even better.
Yeah, it's right as he got off the human-made path and into like the first bush. It was like you can almost fucking see his spine recorrecting straight up, and he just walking perfect. Just his legs, arms not moving, head not moving, body not moving. Just his legs are moving.
Does Kaz have protection from evil?
Do I have what?
Protection from evil. The spell.
I have that one prepared. I do have it prepared from evil and good.
Well, I nudge Kaz and ask him if he doesn't have anything to protect us, just in case.
We'll be fine.
I mean, it only lasts 10 minutes, and I think it's only going to be one person to go.
All right.
Well, I urge you to be cautious, and I start walking towards the woods.
All right. Do you want to swing behind him now, or do you still want to try and maintain a parallel path?
I want to give him a wide berth. That's why I asked for the pet to be sent ahead of us.
Okay. He walks and walks and walks, and you guys maintain path with him. You guys stick with him. It's obviously very easy to keep pace. Eddie sort of flies a little bit above him, sort of out of sight in the tree line and sort of in the trees. Now the trees themselves, they aren't thick and heavy. They are currently very very sparsely, or not sparse, but just sort of spread out enough where you can see him until he just keeps walking in a couple trees. You hear, as you guys are keeping pace with him, you hear a hey.
I look around to see who's. Psst, hey.
Does this voice sound familiar?
It doesn't sound familiar, but he makes enough sound, and you see a markings on a tree upward, and in the tree you see a hunter person.
I use sight without sights because I have no sights.
Okay, you see, surprisingly, you see what everybody else sees for once, and a hunter's up in the tree, and he's looking down at you guys. He's sort of camouflaged in there.
Is it the same hunter we talked to?
No, it is not.
I wave at him to let him know we're not like a mindless zombie.
Okay, good. He's talking just loud enough for you guys to hear without making an obnoxious loud of sound.
I keep an eye on the guy we're following while I ask him what he's doing up the tree.
I'm waiting for deer. It's a
it's one of the more common paths that deer will take. Your friend who just walked ahead of you, he's walking into about 2 groups of undead. Basic shamblers.
Who hunts deer at night?
I don't hunt deer at night with how the undead is here. It's more of you get out here early, wait.
Fucking cats, Jesus.
And wait until morning. One of you is hitting every fucking branch in the woods.
I don't know what you're talking about. As I spin around, it hit like 6 more.
I pointedly ignore the noise and tell the guy on the tree that we are following the guy to find out what's the source of this zombie problem.
Alright. He's currently, as I said, he's heading towards about 2 packs of them. If what I've seen happens, they're gonna ignore him. But then he's going to walk into a heavy, thick forest brush that will just open up for him.
What do you
Little,
mean to?
little louder than necessary. What do you mean? Just opens up.
I've only witnessed it once from far away. But the thick brush creates a path for him. And then it closes behind him.
Can you tell us, well, how big are these zombies group? Can we go around them?
I don't know if you can go around him and keep pace with him. The forest gets a little thicker up ahead.
We have had an eye on him.
I think you seem like a strong group of guys. It's only 2 groups of them, I think.
How many is that?
Maybe 8 total.
Well, I look at the rest of the group questioningly.
I don't think we should
Oh,
fight
only
unless we
8.
have to. But we could do it. We could doodle it.
If there's nowhere around them, we'll have to go through them.
But we could totally destroy them.
Care to join us?
No.
No, I'm hunting deer. Fuck off.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
no, I have to provide for the town. Deer are more important right now. Plus, I'm sort of scared.
Lives
of
are
that
more
place.
important. Join us.
No. The closer you get to that thick growth of trees, it's a feeling I don't ever want to feel ever again. Something's going on beyond them.
Let's just let him get staying up in the tree if he doesn't want to help. Are you sure we can walk around them?
You can try, but if he goes into the grove, how would you keep track?
We
I
have,
think we can go through them.
Okay. If that flying pet can't see him inside, then I guess we have to go for them.
Actually, you know what? I think you could possibly go around them. You'll have to create a diversion, though, and be loud.
Loud.
I don't know anybody who's loud. Crack, 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 crunch, crunch, crunch.
I don't know. I know that there's 2 groups ahead, but I don't know what else is out there. As I told you, deer are very. This is a deer path. Other wild animals know that this is a deer path. The zombies have also followed the deer paths.
What do you mean nose goes?
If only, I was going to say, if only we had some large deer-like disposable creature.
I'm not dressing up like a deer.
But
That could just be brought back at will. So it wasn't like it died anyways.
wait. No man can raise a deer. No, you can't. Can he?
Definitely can't. He's not even. Is he with us? I don't think he is.
Well, let's decide if he's actually with us or not.
User left your channel.
Did you feed my horse?
Gotta feed that horse.
Your horse is back in the stables.
Ah. The hell do summon steeds eat anyways? Summon grain?
Okay, screw this. We are wasting time. Let's just head for the zombies.
FYI, I gotta leave a little early today.
Okay, we'll just
10
keep going.
o'clock. Yep, that's fine.
Okay, we'll just push through it. Okay.
Oh look, I made a distraction.
What did you do?
Just in the middle of them.
You just poof your horse into existence right next to you.
I'm gonna ride on top of it and cause a distraction as well.
I guess that works.
So I'm on top of Kaz's horse with my axe out in one hand, holding onto the reins in the other. Distraction.
You know, I can just tell him to run.
No, this is more fun.
You won't be able to catch up to us, though.
That's
Probably.
fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna charge right through the Horde of Undead.
You're just gonna go charging, huh?
I'm gonna charge in and ride by as many as I can, hit them on the way.
I silently shake my head.
I'm glad you're silently shaking your head.
As opposed to violently shaking your head.
Loudly shaking your head.
Your
How
head is
does
just
one-
covered with bells.
How does one loudly shake their head? Reggie.
What?
Is it like the sound of motorboating?
Like Shaggy motorboating. Well,
Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me grab your guys' tokens.
Run for Reggie.
For fucking... Oh my god.
I'm glad we best figured out how someone loudly shakes their head.
Yeah, hey.
yes, very important.
Alright, so... Dorville on a horse. Do you
I'm
know
on a
how to
horse.
Do you know how to ride a horse?
My horse is amazing.
I'm pretty sure I could ride a horse.
I think the horse can ride himself.
I mean, it is a magical horse.
Alright. This is what you see up ahead. No, if you're riding a horse, he's a little bit farther ahead.
Is this the guy we were
That is the
following?
guy you are following. These are your current packs of zombies. Up north is the grove of trees that are thick as hell.
Okay. So
I'm gonna ride the horse towards this one if I can lead it that way. I'm gonna hit as many as I can on the way through.
Alright, hold on one second.
It's probably about the same.
I think it's a +1.
I don't think it matters.
Alright, Dorville, as the horse initially sees the zombies, the horse drops to its knees and starts like crawling.
The horse is stealthing.
The horse is stealthing and is hitting every branch through the trees.
So this majestic image I had in my head is no longer majestic.
Nope. It seems like something has mentally commanded the horse to be a dipshit.
Well,
But good news is all the zombies are looking your way.
come on, horse. Yeah.
Which
Gonna
direction
mentally
is
give it
he?
go ahead to do whatever he says.
Yeah,
Nice. So at the moment, you guys at the bottom are not exactly here. You see it, but Dorville's the one horsing his way up ahead.
I'm horsing around.
All right. So Dorville, I believe he gave you control.
Hey. How far can a horse move? 100 feet?
60.
Oh, 60.
It sprints
sure.
120.
Yeah.
it's a gallop. Gallop?
Yeah, I think it's a gallop.
That's a tree.
That is a tree. You want to just dash into a tree? I mean, the horse could be resummoned.
I'm gonna charge through this line. Do you see this line I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that way. Run to
All
there.
right.
And I'm gonna take swings at these two zombies as I run by.
All right. Let's roll initiative. I was just waiting to see if you were gonna actually do combat.
Yeah, it's just best distraction is combat.
So everybody give me
S-
initiatives. Thank you. Sorry. Fucking.
So we aren't actually distracting anybody.
No, not after the fucking failed horse stealth roll. No one's really distracted.
It was
I'll
amusing at the
do-
time.
Oh, jeez.
How do I use the initiative? Oh,
You click on your token, you hit the initiative button, and your core stats.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta do Norman. All right. This has been fucking perfect for him because his entire fucking character is all about this shit. Oh wow.
Can he cast Raise Dead on on the undead?
I don't know. I'm curious.
Will that unsummon a
I
demon?
don't think so.
Can you unsummon a demon? How do you do that?
I don't
Just
know
like
what
take
this spell
control.
Look like he does. Let's see. I'll stick with cantrips. Okay. He is going to chill touch one of them. So Norman is going to move here. He's going to chill touch this guy I pinged. How do I cast it? There it is. Jesus Christ. That hits. A spooky hand grabs the zombie and remains on him. Spoopy. All right. Next in the list is Dorval.
I do the thing I said I did.
All right. You dash through.
Taking 2 swings at these guys.
Okay.
Or a swing at each while I can.
Okay. One swing at one swing at the other.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and give me the first swing.
That's the first one.
First one hits. And
Ready for the second one?
no, hold on.
doesn't the horse itself do damage?
No. Sadly, it does not.
Like classic Skyrim thing where he leans over one side and just swings down at him with my axe.
All right, that zombie is still alive.
And because I said I was gonna do one at the other one, I'll do one
Yep.
at the other one.
You hit.
Really? Okay.
And it's still alive.
That's right. That's
You chop into their flesh.
that's metagaming. I don't know that. Sorry.
I know. I understand why you know it.
I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about, right?
I know what you're talking about. Does that end your
Right.
turn?
Yeah. Well, I'll spin the horse around.
All right. Preston.
Yeah.
It is your turn for combat. Excuse me. Yeah, I figured it was going to be low as shit.
Well,
Again, I will reiterate, this guy does not look like he is stopping to move.
can I? Is there any way I can handle him?
You know from Erst's little baby slap across the face of the guy at town, you know that sort of put him in a comatose state. You know that Dorville grabbing him just sort of kept him still.
Well, I'm going to dash over to him.
You could throw a brick at him.
That sounds like it will do damage. Also, I don't have a brick.
All right, you're gonna dash over to him.
Okay. And whoops.
Uh-oh. Don't worry, I brought you back.
I'm dashing. I dashed towards him and I punch him lightly on the back of the head.
Okay. You don't need to roll. He's just right in the back of the head. He falls down to the ground.
Okay.
All right.
And I have. What was the distance? 75 feet?
Yes.
So I have another 25. 15, not 25. Well, I'll just take out my crossbow and shoot this guy, I guess.
All right. Go ahead and give me a crossbow roll. So you guys watch as Preston, for the first time in combat, dashes like a madman, does a 1-inch punch to this dude's back of his head. He falls down, and you hit with your crossbow. Crossbow bolt firing from your crossbow sticks into this zombie's chest. It makes a sound.
Chewbacca?
I can't do it. I feel like it's a guttural back roll. Whatever. I'm not a voice actor. All right, yeah.
I start punching him in the back of the head. Bop, 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 bop.
Oh, I could do a good Zoidberg whoop, but I'd probably blow your eardrums.
That was terrible.
It's okay. Is that it for your turn?
Oh wait, I can do extra damage with the crossbow. Let me see. Oh wait, no, that's just melee damage. I think
That's for a Kensei weapon.
my crossbow is a Kensei weapon. I think. Yep.
I think there's 2 different types of attacks for monks. One for melee and one for ranged. That's kind of like Death Strike.
Well, the handbook didn't specify if it's a melee only attack or not. I think I copy pasted that.
I don't know. That's what I got from playing in for a character who was a monk.
Well, there's the stunning strike that's only for melee weapons, but I don't know about Death Strike. Showment?
I will allow it on ranged weapons. I'm reading through it right now.
Okay, so I'm rolling another attack with another 1d6.
All right, hits. Or I'm sorry, never mind. It does that damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 15 damage.
Yep. So I found what you were talking about, No Talk. He can get actually more damage on a ranged weapon with Kensai. What's it called? Kensai shot.
Yeah.
But he's using a key point, which is part of the Kensai thing. That
What
he used.
ability? What ability is that? Kensai shot?
Kensai shot is Path of
Oh.
Kensai,
And it doesn't use key.
and it doesn't use key. It's just automatic 1d4 extra.
Oh, I'm reading it now. You can use a bonus action on your turn to make a range attack with a cancel weapon or deadly. Blah blah blah. Any target you hit takes an extra 1d4. So it should be automatically added.
Is it automatically added into your damage already? Or...
That's what it says.
All right.
So 18 damage.
All right.
Wait.
It's used as a bonus action too. The Kensai shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's all then. And I should copy paste that cancel shot to my notes.
Yes. And you get a shat ton of benefits. Okay. Yep. Also, go ahead and in your character sheet where that weapon is, add a plus D4 in there as well. Or plus 1d4, so it'll roll both the damage for you every time you hit it for for that Kensai shot. All right, I'm gonna say that that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kaz, you're up.
Alright. You didn't have extra attack?
He used an action to knock the dude in the back of the head.
Oh, because he did offhand kind of thing. Or no, I get what you're saying.
So all three of the guys on the right are hurt in some way. This guy up front and left is Norman. Shot him with chill touch.
Gonna dash over to here,
All right.
using up my action. Then with my bonus action, I'm gonna hold aloft my hilt of the sun.
Okay.
Say, I have the sun!
That graceful.
He-Man pose.
I'll get you, He-Man.
Is that in your turn?
Yep.
All right, Erst.
Why do I always cough when it's my turn?
Because it's just magic.
My cold doesn't like me. Alright, I shall pull out my crossbow and move up 15 feet. Or 15 feet.
All right.
Shoot once, then shoot again.
All right. Who are you shooting at?
I'm just gonna finish off the two Dorville didn't kill.
All right. So the first guy, make sure you roll him. Don't roll him real quick, right back to back,
Alright.
because the first one might not die. You never know. All right. So the one closest to you in the back, you fire, hits for 4 damage. All right.
Woo!
It is dead.
Woo!
You hit him in the back of the head, and he just tumbles over. And the second one,
Boop. Boop.
another
Whoa.
4 damage. Wow. This one is also dead. What the fuck? All right, those both fall over dead with crossbow bolts to the back of the head.
What?
Alright, in turn.
All right, zombies, go. Double checking their movement speed. And this one is actually gonna go over here. I'm sad that Earth killed both zombies. I was gonna describe this scene as The Walking Dead when Rick gets ripped down from the horse by the zombies.
Oh man.
So shame.
Low shot maliciously. Shame.
Shame.
So it's the same, but with one half that.
Yeah.
After that zombie.
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts. Yeah. No tank scene. No loud gunshot scene in the tank. All right.
No, instead of it being an Abram, it's like a Locust. It's like a mini Sherman.
This tiny little tank.
Yeah.
It's just 100% paper fucking mache.
Cardboard.
All right, Kaz, that doesn't hit you. Second guy, that's not gonna hit you. What is wrong with my dice? All right, that doesn't hit you. Zombie's just swinging. Kaz, you're just dodging around. All right, this is
I'm
gonna
too
be a
low. They're just
Dorville.
swiping over me.
Come on!
Oh, it was almost an 18 on the 3D dice.
Yeah, the fucking 3D dice is robbing me. Yeah,
Is it dodging though, or is it just standing there because?
Yeah, it's just standing there because it's fucking a zombie. It instead of using its arms, it attempts to bite and just Kaz is too short, and Dorville's on a horse. It's a very sad scene when you guys just sort of walk by zombies and they don't even fucking touch you. All right, that guy's out cold. Norman is going to do the same thing he did last time because I really wish he was here. I'm a little angry that he isn't here. And he is going to do that. He will hit, aiming actually at the one to the left of you, Kaz. He's going to do 12 necrotic. And you're up, Dorval.
All right. So this one's getting 2 hits or a hit unless he dies.
All right. Okay. There's a possibility he doesn't die.
Really?
I was just saying a nat 20. Yeah, no, he's dead.
All right. And then I'm gonna use the horse's movement as my own. And I'm gonna run over. How far is it? 60?
Horse's
Yep.
standard movement is 60. Yes.
Can the horse move double and I still get an attack, or is that not a thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the horse is run over to here.
Okay.
Well, here, but right there. And then it's gonna swing at the guy. I'm gonna swing at this guy. My last attack.
Okay. Yeah, it's dead.
Oh,
It's
crit.
completely dead. It's you chop it in half.
Death
For an
beyond
additional
death.
21 damage. Holy crap!
Yeah, you just did 40 fucking 6 damage. No touching, cat. Jesus.
No touching the cat.
Do it.
No, he wants to hit the screen because he sees you fuckers rolling dice.
And then that's it.
All right, Preston, you are up.
Okay. Is pulling my other weapon an action?
No, it's a free action. You get 1 free like interaction per turn.
Okay. So I switch my crossbow for an axe,
All right.
and I run for this guy.
All right.
And okay, I attack him with the axe. And then I do which is and I believe is it still alive first? I think it's still alive.
Hold on, let me think. No, it's dead.
It's dead? Okay.
It is dead. You got him on the crit.
Okay. I guess I'll move over here then.
All right. Preston dances around the field, first chopping into one zombie and then finishing it off by punching through his face.
And okay. Turn over.
All right, Cat.
Alright, I'm going to leap up high and just kind of chop out. Actually, I'm gonna kind of try to like leap up and stab down on the head of this zombie in front of me.
All right. That hits. I have to roll. It is dead.
And as it kind of starts to fall, I'm going to leap forward in this diagonal line over me
All
towards
right.
this one and make a chop at its neck.
So you look like Yoda from Revenge of the, or not Revenge of the Sith. Whatever the fucking last.
Attack of the Clones?
No, the one after that.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, so yeah, like Yoda in Revenge of the Sith. Or Attack of the
Just
Clones.
bouncing.
Whatever. Attack of the Clones. You're
Yeah.
bouncing around.
Both of them.
My cat is fixated on my fucking mouse cursor, so I'm a little afraid to move it.
Do it.
Yeah, we'll say I land kind of over here.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Yeah, that's the 25-13.
Hits, but he's still alive.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a little Street Fighter bouncing thing. Just kind of stand in place.
All right. First.
God damn it.
Yeah, the zombie's sort of in cover right now.
No, more of I just coughed.
Always.
Alright, because a crossbow and two people in between. No, two people on either
you're
side
not
of my
Kesha.
target.
You'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, but one. What? Damn it.
Hold on. The Zombie Slayer might get this. Okay, no, he's still alive. Handoff.
Let's try again,
All right.
but with more feeling.
You put one crossbow bolt through its eye, and I got to roll again. It is dead. You finish it off.
Then I shall move over here. Ending my turn.
That will actually end combat.
Well, I go back to the guy
All right.
and delete myself again by accident. I slap him around a little
Huh?
to check if he's awake.
After you hit him a little bit, he starts to wake. What happened? What?
Hello!
Ah! Where am I?
You're in the
you-
woods!
Why am I in the woods? Why did you kidnap me?
No, you kidnapped yourself!
Brings over
We
a
came
zombie.
to save
Yeah, we
you.
kidnapped you. He says very sarcastically.
He's not in a sarcastic mood.
I'm about to get angry at Kaz, but instead I tell him, no, we followed you. You were sleepwalking, and we followed you to the woods to make sure nothing happens to you. And we caught up to you just in time. I motion towards the 7 zombies.
Okay. So what you're telling me is that you stopped me from being kidnapped by God damn it, cat, come here.
By zombies, yes.
By zombies. Okay, you killed zombies, and okay. All right, I'm still a little scared.
Obviously.
I think I understand people leaving the town at night as a rumor. You stopped me from dying and becoming one of them. Okay, you're not bad people. Okay.
We saw a hunter a few, like 100 feet to the south here.
Okay.
If we want, we can escort you toward him, but we are staying here. We need to check out what caused all of this.
Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. I just want to get back home.
Hey, can your horse take him? I ask Kaz. I'm the weirdo horse.
Yes, my horse can take him.
Well, that's great.
Horse, take
I-
him to the town.
I jump off first.
The horse picks him up by the collar.
Yeah. All right. The horse is gonna take him to town. Okay. Horse will take him to town.
Sure. Or maybe,
Sure,
we'll take
why
him
not?
and go to the hunter.
You want him to the hunter or to the town? Your
Take him to the
choice,
hunter
Ted.
for a few minutes, then just take him on to the town after a few minutes.
The hunter is closer. They can go together from there.
But without warning. Just randomly after a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay, Kaz, can you sense anything through the thicket?
Sha-na-na-na-na-na. I had to find the button.
All right, Kaz. This thicket is giving off dangerous desecration of energy.
I stab
It's
it.
giving us hella spooks.
Are you just gonna chop at the
No, I'll
thicket?
stab it. Yeah. Ah.
All right. Where you
Ow.
swing, the thicket opens up lightning fast and then closes as your sword, goes through it.
Just gonna stick it in and wave it around with my eyes closed. Just like a crazy man.
The thicket dodges
Like
around
there's
your
a spider
weapon.
on my. Just shake it like there's a spider
It's
on my
magic.
hand.
Yeah, the thicket itself is just dodging around your weapon.
Matrix dodges.
Will it? So it's dodging around the weapon. Will it try to dodge us if we start to walk through it?
You want to give it a try?
You know what? Me being the person that I am, yes. Yes, I do.
All right.
I attempt to walk through the bush.
You just attempt to walk through it. You just face pile into very thick brush, and you don't get anywhere in it.
I thought that would work. All right, I take a step back.
How high is this thing? Is this thicket? Are there
This
any?
thicket with the trees is about 15 feet high.
Attempt to climb it.
I could probably climb it, but what then?
I'm gonna make my sword brighter.
Okay, you illuminate the area around you.
Well, now everybody knows we are here.
Yeah, it's giving off a good amount of light.
Good
Undo.
job, Kaz.
But
Control
now
Z.
Kaz can partially see.
Well, I had dark vision, so I can probably see less now.
All right, what are you doing with that? What are you guys doing? Norman just studies the thicket.
Big think.
Would favored terrain work into this?
What's your favorite terrain, Ed? Forest?
Forest and grassland.
I think your favorite terrain, really the only thing it's going to give you... Cat, if you fucking tap my screen.
Do it. No balls. Oh wait, they were cut off.
I think really the only thing that your favorite terrain is going to give you right now is that it's not normal. It's definitely magical.
All right.
Well, can we burn it? I ask the obvious.
Bet you could try.
You can
Anybody,
try.
Anybody got a match?
It does. It looks healthy. It doesn't look old, and it doesn't look dried out. So at first glance, you think it will take a good flame to actually get it to go.
How thick does it look? Like thickness, not
Like
like
solid. It
not
looks
like-
solid. You
not
see
dense, but like how deep does it go back?
how deep?
Yeah.
You're not sure. Do you
Okay.
want to make an investigation check?
Is there a big stick around?
Yeah, there's a bunch of sticks around.
I mean, like a large stick.
You talking like log?
Like
or
a
you-
tree, right?
No, I mean like the It's a bit.
Wham, 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 wham. Nat 20.
I know what we can do. We can get Dorval to cut that tree and then use it as a bridge.
I have an idea, but I want to know
Okay,
how
we
thick
head
it is
back.
first.
You feel that this thicket is about 15 feet deep.
All right. I got me an idea. Okay. It's a very interesting idea.
Uh-huh.
Y'all are gonna have to trust me on this, though.
Space Ram 2.0.
So you just gotta agree to what I'm saying right now without knowing what I'm gonna do.
What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
We could all die.
You burn down a bar with everybody inside of it.
And then we go to court. Everybody
For
hold
3
on.
sessions.
All right.
Grab onto me. Touch my body.
I'm just gonna jump onto your shoulders and
That's fine. All right. I press the number 3 button on my thing for
Alright.
the battering ram,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fucking charge at this bush
oh wait, I'm gonna climb down and I'm gonna grab onto
While
the handles
raging.
like I'm helping, but I'm gonna be just floating in the air.
Okay, make an athletics
Keep right along
check
with
with advantage.
Oh, not as much as I was hoping, but
Okay, with your battering ram, your magical battering ram, you blast your way in about 10 feet.
okay.
You and the party are with you. You find now that it is slowly healing itself closed around you.
This is not good. Fight hard. I press the 1 key, so it's my battle axe again, and then I press the flame tongue on that, and I just start chopping at this bush.
All right, you start chopping at the bush, igniting it around you as it's slowly engulfing you guys.
This is fine.
Gonna divine smite into this.
Okay, you hit the tree, you divine smite. As you divine smite, as you are about to divine smite, Dorval sweeps you out from underneath your feet.
Oh, take that, moon! Stab at the moon.
Your divine smite will go off though. The divine smite, the thicket opens up all the way through, both backwards and forwards. Enough for you guys to get through whichever way you want to go. In front of you, you see a destroyed and dilapidated, old, overgrown, like church-like building. It's fallen apart, made of stone. It's covered in grass and such. And that's 50 feet ahead of you. And obviously, you know what's behind you.
Run to the church. And I pick up Kaz.
All right, so Kaz and Dorval bolt forward. Preston and Erst.
I waddle along.
I
Raging
follow
as sprint as best as I can, just raging through the thicket.
All right,
Sprinting through.
Norman will follow.
I'm just slashing blindly in front of us with the Sword of the Sun.
Dorville is just head down, charging. Kaz is swinging his sword like a military
I got
general.
Kaz in one arm and I got my battering ram in the other, and I, like a football player through the grass.
All right, you get through the thicket. You guys come out on the other side, and stop. The thicket begins to heal around you. Now, you guys sort of enter into almost a perfect circle of trees. Cat, stop it. No.
There's cats everywhere.
He's trying to attack the mouse on the screen. I don't need him to scratch up my screen. So this entire area is a perfect circle of this thicket, and this thicket surrounds this church, and behind you the thicket itself begins to heal, like the Harry Potter maze from the fourth book. It just begins to the can't, you're not trying. God damn it, can't. The area around you feels heavy. The air itself, when you breathe in, feels like you just went up 3,000 fucking feet of elevation. You're just like, it's air, it's healthy air, it's nature air, but it just feels heavy.
Can we take for a moment what that hunter just watched happen? Just revel in a moment.
The fire you caused, Kez, was I'm sorry, not Kez, Dorville, was suffocated out by the trees creating like a circle around it. No, you don't go switch from the mouse cable to the fucking hate you, cat.
Hug it and
you,
squeeze
cat,
it
fuck
and
you.
love it.
All right. So and then obviously ahead of you is this broken down, dilapidated, old, the nature is taking it back church. The front door, there is none. It's fucking caved in. There's pillars. The church bell and the steeple that goes up, that's fucking gone. It's all smashed on the ground. Any kind of pillars are sort of flipped over, and the walls themselves have giant holes in them that you can climb through if wanted. Again, the area just feels heavy. It feels dark.
You know what this place needs? New Church of the Sun.
You look up, and the sky itself, there is no stars anymore. It is just a dark sky. The moon itself has a reddish tint to it.
The stars couldn't breathe.
Well, I'm going to do a perception check.
Do I feel that this is
What
a
are you
different
looking
plane?
for specifically?
I'm looking for enemies.
Okay. Okay. You don't see any enemies. You don't hear any enemies. Nothing is really. It's quiet. It's purely quiet outside of your own group. You notice that there is not an actual path, but like a footpath from where you guys came out from, leading into the church, as if just heavy foot traffic.
Right.
But beyond that, nothing really pops out at you when it comes to enemies. There's nothing shambling. No, there's no zombie sounds or anything like that.
The entrance is caved in, right?
Yeah, you can almost see into the church, but it's like.
Do I feel like we're on a different plane?
Would there be a reason why you would know what that feels like? I'm just curious.
I don't. It's just, does the world feel wrong?
The area you're in feels wrong. That
Okay.
you guys cannot deny. That you can just tell.
I mean, there are no stars anymore.
There are no stars. You don't feel like you've been teleported, you guys just feel maybe like you're isolated from the world.
Well, no, Dorville wasn't there. Okay, I was gonna say, what about that other town we were in? But no, Dorville wasn't there.
Can Kaz do anything about the darkness?
It's not too dark. We can all see.
I can do that.
Somehow.
Are you talking about like the feeling, or are you talking about just the areas like actual light sources?
I mean, it's both, isn't it?
Uh,
I mean, something is blocking out the sky and the moon and the stars.
Question: was there trees all around the bush? How high is the bush? You said it was not very tall, right?
it's 15 feet tall.
Right. And we can't see any other trees behind that,
No.
so it's just like hedgerow and then into the abyss.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I felt like we were on another line.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. So when Kaz activates his sword, or sorry, focuses on his sword. Obviously, he had it activated. It does feel like it gives off sort of like his bright light. It does feel like he just created sort of a the air lightens up around him with that sword. You now feel like you can breathe normally. It doesn't feel heavy. Where
Shouldn't Kaz be casting an aura that then? No, because he's got a normal like holy aura, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does have an aura, a normal aura, but it's the blade itself is
okay.
giving off pure radiant energy.
Well, let's
explore this church.
Yep, nice singing though, Kaz. I'm checking for any entrances, windows, stuff like that.
All right, you guys gonna do a round around the church, or are you guys gonna go just right into the church?
Let's go around the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So going around the church itself has those like slit windows where people can't get through, and then it also has stained glass up higher where people would look up and honor the Lord through the sunlight that comes through the stained glass. Those kinds of things. The creatures on the stained glass are not good-looking creatures.
To us.
Yeah, to you guys, obviously. To others, it's probably amazing.
I mean, like, it's us in the glass.
Oh no,
maybe they are pretty on the inside.
You never know. I like you. That's a good comment.
Are there any holes in the roof?
There are holes in the roof. The roof is pretty much non-existent. There is like brick upwards. I'm sorry, stone upwards that you could tell was maybe a chimney. There's obviously some brick upwards that was where the steeple and bell were. But the walls around it, there's holes through it. The weird thing about this, as you do a lap around the church, is that looking into the church is dark. You like where the presence of the entry, like the line of being in the church, you can't see into it from where you're standing. You feel like there's maybe a threshold there that you have to pass through.
I look at Kaz and say, "Can you poke that magical sword through one of the windows?"
I put the blade in.
All right. When Kaz pokes the blade in, it's almost as if like a shadow balloon just pops. Wow, can't do a pop sample now. Yeah, that's better.
Excellent.
Thank you. And you actually see the shadows blast out from the church, and it goes by you guys and it out into the thicket. And you guys now see into the church. The pews are rotten wood. There's just stones everywhere. Pillars that were holding up the roof are fucking trampled over, destroyed. The wooden altar in front where the preacher would stand, that's destroyed. And there's just a thick layer of dust on the ground that has been disturbed. You can tell that there's something has moved through it. You see that there is more of a bigger altar behind the podium. That was the word I was thinking. The podium is destroyed, but the altar behind it, you see that now that it's the walls have been opened. The altar itself is a face, and in that face, the eyes have been painted red on that face, and it looks as if it is crying blood.
That's
Painted?
ugly, mug.
Well, this place is pretty disgusting. Let's go in.
Forward.
Do I feel a zealous urge to step?
A zealous urge to what?
Stab it.
To stab
the face.
Yeah, totally, you do.
I want to see how this ends, but also want to not die.
Well, we're not inside yet, anyways.
Go for it.
You're walking in at this point, but you do get that feeling that you want to fucking chop that face up. Yeah.
May I suggest just inspecting it first before you do anything drastic?
Maybe. Just look at it.
So you
Then
can't
can
stab it.
Stab it later. It
Fine.
worked last time. Killed a vampire.
I'll take your word for it. I'm going to look for hidden entrances.
I'm just gonna look around, take in, see what I can see.
Maybe there's a basement.
All right. First, so just as you enter in, obviously you see the face bleeding. A whiff.
Is it bleeding? Or you said it was painted to look like?
It was painted to look like it's bleeding. Sorry, thank you. It is painted, so the eyes are painted red, and it looks like painted tears are running down its face. As you do enter in, as you pass the threshold into the building, it smells like rotten flesh. It smells just nasty, like a butcher's shop's fucking garbage pail. It just reeks of death. The building, obviously, now that you're closer, everything is old. It's rotten. The only thing that looks new and maintained is that altar. You are looking for hidden passages and stuff. Preston, give me a perception check. Or investigation check, your choice.
I already did a perception.
All right. As you're walking and looking through, you feel a breeze a very cold breeze come from a crack in the floor underneath one of the stone pillars, or I'm sorry, what used to be one of the stone pillars.
Well, I pointed out to the Dorval. Can you help me push this stuff out of the way?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you give it your best push, but it does not budge.
How about...
You believe that it might not just be pushed open. Obviously, because you've seen Dorville's strength, and you might believe that there might be a mechanism after seeing him attempt to push it. Even with both of you pushing, You hear a creak sound as if you were rubbing some kind of mechanism the wrong way. I do not
Okay.
mean your penis, you fucking weirdos.
Try pulling it.
It does not work as well if they tried.
Okay. Guess we'll do another check for
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
unbelievability investigation. But okay.
Okay. You are not exactly sure what would trigger this in the room. The room itself is very destroyed, so it's hard to pinpoint something that sticks out or something that fits too well in.
Can I take a look at the altars? The wood.
Sure.
The
What?
one that's new
Okay.
or undamaged.
Okay. How do you want to look at it? Are you just looking at it? So when you take a closer look, you see that blood from the eyes fall into the hands of this altar, and then the altar itself, as you now are sort of climbing up a little bit into it and looking down, you see that in the hands of the altar, it is stained red. It is not painted; it is stained.
It's been smelling there for weeks. Is there something if I move the altar, will something trigger and the pathway will be opened up? Is there a button or something?
Go ahead and roll
Hidden panel?
investigation. Okay. You feel that the mechanism behind you that Preston has pointed out, or I'm sorry, the area that Preston has pointed out, is triggered by something with the altar, but you're not sure. You feel that maybe something with the red and her hands might have something to do with it. But beyond that, I can't help you. That roll is very mediocre.
seems to me like the statue suggests that I don't know, that people sacrificed blood in here.
Do I recognize the like religious face looking thing as being like associated with one deity or another?
The face itself does not give you a hint, but you find a mark on the altar itself.
Is the altar itself magical or is it purely mechanical?
Hmm. You were not
Do I-
sure. Do you?
Can
That
Norman check?
requires a specific spell.
Does Norman have it?
I think he might actually. I will see. Give me 1 second. Let me answer Kaz first. Kaz, you find a skull with a sickle on it. You know that is representative of Neural, god of death.
This is
That's
some
no
unholy
good.
lace.
And I stab it.
Can I stop him?
Hmm.
Hey, so far it hasn't led me wrong.
I'm gonna say no. He's gonna stab it. Kaz, you stab it? Or where do you stab it? How do you stab it? That should be my question.
Right through the middle of it and just kind of push into it.
All right. As your spark hits it, your weapon, your blade turns off and this weapon, the spark as you're holding it, shoots backwards from your hand into your body at a very high speed. Make a dexterity saving throw. All right, you will take no damage because you're a lucky little fuck. And yeah, the blade just sort of pushes you off of the altar that you were standing. Is obviously you had to stand on to reach the middle of, and you fall over onto your ass. And the room itself, it's as if the shadows all came back, and you guys are just surrounded in darkness. Now, those of you with dark vision, you can see. Outside of that, though, if you don't have dark vision, you cannot.
Kaz, do your thing.
I'd slap it like a old flashlight.
All right, you slap it like a flashlight, but it doesn't turn on.
Shake it.
You guys just hear Kaz shaking his arm rapidly.
You dumbass. I told you not to strike it.
That probably just needs a little charge.
You change your batteries.
The room, I'm sorry, the area you're in, you feel the air just getting colder, and you feel now for the first time ever a breeze.
Because of where we are, is it a good breeze or a bad breeze?
Insight would suggest that it is indeed a bad breeze.
Yeah, you guys, you don't even need to roll. It's a bad breeze. It's not, it's chilly. It's very cold.
Can you see anything in the room?
Yes.
Did anything move?
Nothing moves, but the eyes of the statue begin to glow red. And it's like digital bleeding on a screen. You just see her eyes just leaking downward. And then
I light a torch.
Are they actually leaking?
Make a perception check. They are not actually bleeding. It is almost just like a faint glow that it makes it look like it's bleeding. A trick of the light, would a wizard would say. And Norman also agrees that it's definitely not bleeding, but it's something magical now that he understands. Kaz, you're gonna try and light a torch. Go ahead and give me a survival check with disadvantage. Nice. Okay. You get the torch lit, but everybody in the room, you see the lit torch, but it's not giving off light. It is just glowing like an orb. Because it's giving off like you sort of put your hand close to it. It's giving off heat, but it's like extremely limited down. So all you can really see is where Kaz is, almost like a beacon in the night.
Well, I say screw this, and I try to shove a couple of bolts into the eye sockets.
You're gonna shoot into the eye sockets?
No, just shove a couple of bolts.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go up there and stab it. Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay. You stab it with the bolts.
I'm trying to check for mechanisms. Basically.
Let me think real quick, because I was not expecting that out of everything. Okay. You stab into the eyes. You know, two hands, bolts, both in. Poof. You find that the eyes are soft. when you stab into them. Now, they appear to be made of stone, but you stab in, and it's like stabbing into flesh. And the room itself, the shadows, the shadow in the room, the shadows themselves dissipate downward. Instead of blasting out how when Kaz stabbed it, the darkness simmers down slowly. And Kaz, your torch now lights the room up. Right as the darkness gets past it, it's like, woof, and it's burning normally like a torch, and the darkness seeps into the ground.
That's why I get
Gonna-
paid the big
Weird.
bucks.
That's why they
I'm
pay
gonna
you the big
pout.
bucks.
Yep.
Gonna pout. Do just snap the face. Grumble.
Okay. I'm assuming the hatch is still closed.
The hatch is still closed.
Okay, I'm going to try to pour water into the ends where the blood was.
All right, this is yeah.
Are you
that.
pouring normal water or holy water? That of which you've bought shit tons of.
Do
Well,
the holy
let's-
water.
Let's go with holy water.
All right. You pour holy water into the hands of the altar, and it's like the moment the water hits, it's like acid. The cats just looked at me like I'm an idiot. And the altar itself begins to like just almost give off a aura of sadness and hate, and then nothing. And your the doorway, or I'm sorry, the passageway that was blocked by the stone explodes and shoots rocks throughout the room. Everybody give me a dex saving throw.
Oh boy.
For fucking Norman.
Ooh. I have danger sense.
I'm apparently still on my ass.
All right, Kaz is the only one that gets hit by stones. All you need to do is pass a 10. Kaz, you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Alright, I got that heavy arbor master. Forgot about that.
All right, so it completely reveals a very skinny 5 by 5 by 5 passageway down, and it heads towards what you remember as being north, and it heads down into the ground. None of you guys are actually over it, but you can feel a chilly breeze coming up, and you hear and you can hear it sort of going through a tunnel. But after you stabbed the thing in the eyes, the wind stopped. The room is standard temperature. The only breeze now is coming from the underground tunnel. The altar is still sizzling. When your holy water now you look down and there's light. The holy water hitting its hands. It is cleansing the blood, or the red. Like the red hint or the hinge or what's it? The red stain off of the statue, and you just see the red stain just evaporating in its hands. And you see the same is also happening to the red paint that was under its eyes, as that's just sort of evaporating into the air.
That statue was a pretty weird statue.
Does anything happen to the little skull symbol with the sickle?
Yes, it almost it was sort of carved out, and it looks like it's uncarving itself. And it is now smooth flat.
Almost like this place used to be something else.
I check outside of the church.
You look outside the church. It still remains surrounded by a thicket, but you start to notice that the brush and the grass in this area just look healthier. The air around you smells better. If you're not near the tunnel, it almost smells sweet.
Can we see the sky?
No, but there is light in the sky, which is different from when it started. And you all see that actually, since the roof is still gone.
Okay.
Kaz, with your sense, which I'm just going to say is still on from having it on earlier, that tunnel is leaking, pouring like, the Keystone fucking pipeline of just negative blackness, undeath fucking energy. But the area around you now is cleansed. It is not desecrated anymore, but whatever's in that tunnel still is.
Ah, this area feels clean now, but the tunnel is still something beyond, trying to force its evil back in.
I think we have to go in and kill it.
Is it safe to go in?
No, but let's do it.
We have nothing better else to do.
Well, sounds good to me.
I'm going to attempt to relight my sunblade again with a prayer of praise the sun while
Make
focusing
a
on
make a
it.
religion check. Okay. Your blade ignites.
And I'm going to check for any traps in the passage.
Okay, give me a perception check. Looking down into the darkness, that is this staircase. Now that you're looking down into it, again. Okay, so you guys actually you approached at least just to look down into it. Immediately, that's the scent of death. It is just reeks, fucking bodies, blood. It just the scent is just blasting you in the face like a fucking hand dryer at a mall. Just reeks of fucking disgusting. Looking down, it's an actual staircase made of stone. You don't see any coloring to it. It doesn't look bloody. It looks heavily used, so you sort of see where people step. It has a little bit of warping. But looking down into it, you don't see anything, and it gets dark real quickly just outside of the light range that is being provided to you. Now, it's not magically dark as this room was, but it's just it goes down far enough to where your light source is just sort of cut off. You don't hear any sounds, you don't see any mechanisms, you don't see any tripwires, you don't see any arcanic runes on the wall. It's just a skinny tunnel. Doraville, you're going to be a little bit scrunched, but the rest of you guys will fit fine.
This is fine.
Who should lead?
Preferably somebody who can see. Or we have a torch, so I can see everyone. Never mind, I can lead.
We could send in. I don't want to call him PD, but first little dragon.
Eddie.
We can send
Yes,
Donna
Eddie,
lead.
not PD.
Tie a rope around me if I don't come back, pull me out.
I think it's a bit too dangerous to
I'll
send
go
Eddie
first.
down.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I start heading towards the tunnel.
Okay. Again, you're scrunched. Are you going to take Kaz's torch that he has lit, or are you going to light your own torch?
I'll take as his torch.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
You have Kaz's torch. You You getting down into the entryway is a little funky because you know your legs get in and you have to like bend down and scrunch your body to get into the tunnel. And then once you're in the tunnel, you sort of stand up, but you have your arms pressed tight to your body. You're like a fucking T-Rex with a torch.
Is it like like an angular down like a staircase, right? It's a staircase.
Yeah, it's angled down like a staircase.
How are the stairs worn?
The stairs are warped a little bit, like the heavy foot traffic.
Okay.
Not recent, obviously. This is something like over 1,000 years, sort of worn, where people were stepping all the time. But you
I'm wondering
don't.
if I could slide down it like a slide.
You think you could if you push your body down enough, but it's gonna hurt a lot, and you don't know how far the stairs actually go down. It's not slick either, so you'll be forcing and pushing yourself down either way.
I might as well just walk on.
A thing you guys all notice just looking down, it's well maintained. There's no cobwebs. There's no like excessive amount of dirt or some dust, but it's it's not dirty. Again, it's not slick. It's not slimy. It's actually like a well kept passageway down.
Maybe because everything's dead.
It's like, yeah, you can't really have cobwebs if there's no spiders to make them. All right, downwards we go.
All right. So I got
Yeah.
Dorville in front. What's the marching order? Norman's usually in the back. That I know.
I think Kaz is behind him.
Yeah, I can go second.
Yeah, and I have my crossbow.
I'll do shielded and warhammer and be third.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys begin to go down. You descend into the darkness that is whatever this is you're going. After about 50 feet, Dorville, with your torch, you see a landing that like a half circle moon landing down below you. And you come out into an area where you all fit tightly with each other. And around you are 3 ways to go. You have a left path, a straight path, and a right path. Again, goes right outside and stops. Your torch just sort of darkness hits, and your torch light just dims out. To your left, on the wall, you see a spot where you can put your torch, like a spot that'll just put the torch up and it'll burn there. I forget what it's called.
Sconce?
Brazier.
A brazier or whatever.
Sconce.
A
Sounds
sconce.
good.
Yeah, so wherever you can put your torch in to let it burn without holding it. But again, there's no light. The breeze that is hitting you as you guys are here is the path down the middle.
Kaz, can you tell which tunnel is the most unholy?
Obviously,
yes, my sense is still going.
Yes, your sense is still going. It's the one in the
Can
middle.
I tell a difference?
It's the one in the middle is giving off the big old
I
alarm.
point at the middle.
But the left and the right are still also giving off that kind of negative energy.
The middle's the worst of the 3, but the other ones are still pretty bad too.
Well, that probably means whatever it is. Here we are making all of these problems. It's probably in the middle passage. That's what I assume. So, do we go in the middle or do we try to look around first?
I say we go straight for the heart of darkness.
You would say that.
Yes.
I know that Waylon's got to go, so
yeah, leave it 10.
We will
but
end
this is
here
fine.
for tonight, and you guys can decide with chatting through the channel on what you guys want to do.
That's
I want to have everybody here for next session because obviously shit's gonna go down here in a fucking dungeon.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. So, with that, it is a shortened session, so your XP gain will be a 1,000. Again, sucks that we have to end it, but once Hippo isn't here, and then Waylon, you do have to go, and I don't want you to get in trouble with work.
Yeah, I gotta.
Is this a constant change? Do we need to bump up 30
No,
more minutes,
this
or is it just
is
for
just
today?
today. I gotta go in early.
Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns about either today's session, about my GMing style, about me just GMing?
What was that statue?
What was that statue?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to give that away right now.
Okay.
I have some lore behind it that you could possibly find, but I'm not going to give away what it is.
Was it alive though?
I will plead the fifth on that as well.
Okay then.
It fucking was. It totally was.
I will tell you right
He
now
stabbed in his
that
goddamn
the
eyes.
answers to your questions could possibly be down in this dungeon that you have entered.
Well, I stabbed something fleshy. That's all I know.
Oh, yes, you did.
Oh, we're so close to leveling up to 10.
How much do you need?
Just under 4,000. Or
Okay.
not 3,000, just under 3,000 because we're at 61 something. So we need 3,000 experience.
3,615.
Okay. Plan on dinging next session, but it can't be a promise based on your pacing. So
Right. We'll just have to go faster.
yeah, don't.
No.
I will air
I
will air the DM caution. Don't rush this.
This is gonna be sick.
This is gonna be a fun one.
Sick
Yeah, no
as fuck.
speed running.
Oh yes.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
I'm in another D&D session tomorrow. Guess what we're fighting?
Zombies?
Undead. Zombies.
I like undead
That's-
creatures in this.
That's the entire process of... That's the entire D&D thing. Or our campaign is just... Where it went to a place in the world where it's evil and we gotta rescue people and there's zombies all over.
Hey, that's shit's basic and fun.
Was I right about it having to pass a con check to stay, even though I killed it? I technically killed those two, but they passed their checks.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's the standard zombie has undead fortitude or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I figured as much.
And it's 5 plus whatever damage you did that they have to beat on a d20. So once you rolled it, so I still take it that if they get a nat 20, they'll just survive any damage. But yeah, when you fucking hit it for 40 plus damage, I'm just like, all right, nat 20? Nope. All right. Okay. I'm gonna hop off. Thank you guys. I hope you had some fun tonight. Prep for some crazy ass shit to come. Prep for a level up. And we will have some fun next session. Hopefully Hippo will be here and not forget his shit.
Cool.
Thank you guys, and
Alright.
have a lovely night.
You too.
See ya.
Yep, you too.
All right.
Up to
User
the doors.
disconnected from your channel. User left your channel.
Anyone still here?
Just me.
I
Ironically,
was gonna say.
I have
I was
1
gonna say
minute.
we may actually want to take one of the side passages. I get the feeling it's gonna be one of those things where it's like the thing in the middle will be, god tier if we don't take
other
out some
two-
kind of supporting thingamajig.
We could kill that. Did you click on my link in Roll20?
I
I
don't know
wish
if
you
I was
would
here
have.
for it.
Here,
Where is it? Where is it?
I
Okay.
posted it here.
Oh, you
Did you-
bastard. Bastard. You cheeky bastard.
You cheeky cunt muffin. All right, see ya. Go take a shower.
Alright.
User disconnected from your channel.